So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best money guide inside of the Forge. So obviously inside of the Forge, there are numerous ways you can make money. So I'm going to be showing you not only the best ways you can make money, but I'm also going to show you it in both islands, Forgotten Kingdom and Frostfire Expanse. Obviously, Stonewake is a bit useless to make a money guide on. So this is the best researched I could find on these two zones. Now, the first method is going to be applicable to both. If you're obviously wondering, this is going to make sure that you can easily farm money just in general as an overall note. So going to pretty much be built around using excess items. So, and I'm going to be giving away either every single game pass, or I'm going to be giving away 50 rerolls to a few people. And to enter into the giveaway, if you want to enter, all you got to do is comment Roblox username down below, leave a like and hype this video, and that'll enter you into the giveaway. I just recently sold most of my ore, but here's pretty much what we're looking at. So as you see, I have a lot of, things like this, frost fossil, a lot of lightite, velchire. So what I can do is, because of this ore being very excessive and commonly obtained, I can come on over to the Forge and pretty much just throw in as much of this stuff as I want. And I would recommend trying to get up to that colossal weapon amount. Then we're going to go ahead and craft it. This is a new weapon, I believe. That's interesting. But we're going to go ahead and forge this real quick. Obviously, you want to try to get as close to 100% as you can. This will therefore increase the value of that item and the sell value you can benefit off of it. Ooh, this is a real good spear. So the ore, if you are wondering, the one I just used is a 5.5, has an armor buff, so it's pretty much useless to this. But what we're looking at is this spear. So the one we just got was the 1 in 8. That's pretty impressive. So got the angelic spear. And so we used, I already forgot how much we used, but as you see, this sells for 1,113. Not gonna lie, it looks kind of cool too. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and re-equip my own weapon. So what we can do now is, because we have that, we also have, like this axe right here, a lot of extra items. We can go ahead and sell these. So we can come on over to Woo, and I'll show you this as an example, or not Woo. We're going to come on over to Greedy Say. So I think we use like 35 or something. So say we'll sell 35 of these. This will sell for 3,600, and this will sell for that much. So as you can see, this ore will sell more upfront. Now, if you are to get a colossal weapon, obviously that's way better. So say we go back to the Forge, throw in some more velchire. We'll just do a ton of this. That's actually hilarious. We got the 4% spear and at an 8. So we'll just throw in enough to make it like 40 or something, get a real good chance for a colossal weapon, since obviously that's the one we want. Or we can not get the colossal. I'm really getting all of the rare ones that I don't want. So essentially why this works is, so every now and then, right, the value of an ore, which I have the Wikipedia, it's a pretty good one, that'll be in the description. I think they're about to have all of the new ore updated and included on that. So this one right here, this axe, is this really best spear and best axe back to back? Are we serious? No, one of the best axes. Okay, so this is the great axe. So this sells for 5,800. Okay, so this is a better example of what I mean. So in the index, the best weapons you can sell are going to be the great axes and colossal swords. So the spear was a bad example, right? So 35, as you saw before, sold for roughly 3,500. Now this one sells for almost 6,000. So obviously you can get a good example out of this. Now, obviously this is not that bad of a weapon, 200 damage, 0.9 attack speed, but essentially you're going to want to do that. Now, as you could notice, if you do not have a lot of excess ore and you are wanting to sell it, what you can do is check the Wikipedia. You can see the multiplier and the basic sell value of that ore and get a good estimate. Now, I believe, because I was talking to the developer of the website, they said they're working on a value calculator. So you could, put in how much ore you have or something. I think they said they do it based on a screenshot. You could screenshot your inventory and see how much you could sell all your ore for. Rather that, or if you should craft weapons. So pretty good system. You should join my Discord server. That'll be linked in the description. We'll update you on that progress, but that'll be a pretty handy tool. So first thing, obviously, you want to forge with excess ores, especially in the second island where the ore basic multiplier in the Forgotten Kingdom is not going to exceed the basic sell value of a weapon, especially colossal sword. So you'd much rather craft a colossal sword rather than that. So the next method, which we're just going to go on in here for, is we're just going to go up here to the peaks. Now, you don't have to be in the peak. You can go down to the spider cave, but I'm going to quickly go ahead and equip the demon race just because I can deal more damage. So what we're going to look at is, obviously, if you don't want to take money advice from me, that's fine. But I have spent, I think, like 5 million this update. I got the prismatic pickaxe, almost at 1 million again. So making decent progress. So this is the main system I've been using. So firstly, to make this even doable in the first place, you are going to have on your weapon, as you can see, mine has it, the life steal from drain runes or drain edge runes. So I'll explain the best way you can farm those in a moment, but you're going to pretty much need this to even live. Because as you can see, we are able to repetitively heal back to max health. And the thing we're consistently getting, as you can see, we're going to be consistently getting rage mark runes, so all these other things, and healing up. That's the main thing that we need to be consistently doing. Also, if you are using a spear, you can kind of hit these guys from a distance with the strong attack, and once again, heal up because of that. So you're going to cycle killing the Amen orc, or you can go further down, and I believe the elite orcs are also, I think the elite orcs are honestly easier to kill. They'll have this like jump ability that they do, and then they're like stunned for a minute, and then you can kind of just like walk in a circle. Obviously, you don't want to get soloed off like that, but as you can see, the damage we're dealing is just constantly healing us. And then look at that. We were super low, back to max health. I think that's because it triggered our berserker from our armor. So you can see that one got frozen because of my weapon, and we're getting a lot of superior and great essence. Now, the reason why, this stuff sells for a lot, especially in bulk. So recently, sold a lot. That guy was literally about to jump on me. I sold a lot of it. Like, I'm talking, I had a few thousand superior essence and epic essence, and I sold for nearly 500,000 off of that, and it didn't even take that long to get. So definitely one of the best things you can do is farming that, because I believe if you want the actual sell value, I believe it's somewhere like, we go over this. So epic essence, right? If we're going to sell this superior essence, say we're selling 10 of this stuff, right? So 10 superior essence will sell for 750. I think if you do like, takes 15 to sell for a bit over 1,000. So you can sell for a lot and consistently make money that way. And that's obviously one of the main methods everyone uses. Now, pretty much you do want to farm those consistently. I will say the spiders are honestly a bit harder than the mobs in the peak, as a note. Additionally, as far as legendary essence goes, you can get that from farming bosses. Now, the only, caveat is it's pretty inconsistent as a drop, and you'd much rather use it for upgrading than selling. So in here, right, these spiders, I mean, you can outrange them and you can easily get a lot of tiny, large, and greater essence from them. But like I was saying before, you want to prioritize getting superior and greater essence, because that's going to be the most consistent one you can get that has higher sell value, just like that. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to head on over to the Forgotten Kingdom. So we're going to go on over there right now. So for the most part, obviously, you just want to do that, grind some essence, make a decent amount from doing that. All right, so now we're here. So now while we're over here, what you're going to want to do is obviously similarly, you can do the same thing, but we're going to come up here. We're going to come on into the ruined cave, just on in here. So skeletons, honestly, skip these. You pretty much just want to go straight to the volcanic depth, since this is going to be one of the best spots. Now, if you're mid game, right, you're not really able to consistently grind down in the volcanic depths. I'll explain the best way you can farm down here. Since you want to do what's called parrying, just like that, where you can block their attacks full on and then not, get hit by them. So you can parry every single mob's attacks in this game. The elite death axe skeletons, I think, are the perfect example of being able to easily parry something, because when you're killing them, they're going to come in for their long charged swing, and then you can easily just kill them. Now, if you're not consistently getting drops, I would recommend using a race like the Angel race. Obviously, if you don't have that, you can use something else. Something similar to the Dragonborn, the Shadow, or even if you don't have things like that, the Orc are very good for grinding like this. And if not, you should obviously pop a luck potion. This is going to benefit us tremendously with our drops. Now, as far as mobs down here go, the elite death axe is probably going to be your main priority, as you see it as it's probably the easiest one to parry. And then the blazing slime is also another one you could do because of its drops. So say when they come up to hit you, they'll have a little red marker above their head when they're about to hit you. As you see, they dropped epic essence and epic slimite. So that you can also use for the forging and reselling forged and crafted items. But the Reaper, obviously, if you know what you're doing, he's pretty easy to kill, just like that. So you can easily farm him. He's also going to be the NPC in the way you get the drain runes I was talking about previously that you need to farm and consistently heal while you're farming. So definitely recommend farming them once you understand the way their mechanic works. Now you can easily back off pretty much and just hit them from a distance. And obviously with the newer island, once your weapon's strong enough, you can easily just like one-shot all these annoying death or elite rogue skeletons, because these ones have probably one of the easiest dodgeable abilities, or they're not easy, but they're a bit annoying. They make little pesky things. So you can easily get a stronger weapon, since a lot of the basic ore is going to be stronger. Now with the Reaper, pretty much the only downside is he can block your attacks. So your best bet is going to be consistently moving around him. jumping in circles, spinning around him. That's going to be the best way you can easily kill him. And he's going to have a decent drop chance for the drain rune. I want to get one just to show you, but once we go ahead and get one, superior essence, boom. All right, so obviously we didn't get one, but for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and just teleport on back. Now, as far as money goes, it's just up to consistency. But as a quick note, we are close to launching the Forge macro, and I'm not talking about some basic auto clicker like you see everywhere else. This is going to be a fully automated system. This is not only going to allow you to functionally AFK literally anything, but you should definitely use this because this is going to use a trained AI program system to literally play the game for you. So if you want more information on that and the leaks towards it, make sure you join the Discord server linked in the description. But for the most part, that's it for this video. If this helped you out, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you on the next one.